All right, how a miserable person gets through the day is continuing. So I was last talking about the dream that I had before my last suicide attempt, and that occurred when I was about 30. Even though I received help at a hospital, the horrible desire to not exist would come back and haunt me. It would surprise me. I would be in a locker room and had a firm vision of hanging myself. When my husband and I separated once, I lived in a cabin by a pond, and it was as if the water was beckoning me to drown myself. I did not keep a gun or any pills that were not necessary because I knew at times I was my worst enemy. If I really wanted to die, I would have done something that would have guaranteed death. But the truth is, I didn't want to die. I just didn't want to live with the constant pain I was feeling. I truly did not want to hurt my family or friends or have the police, the fire department, ambulance, or carpet cleaners have to clean up my remains. But there were times when I was worn down so much that I took a lethal dose of pills so I could sleep and not wake up. Then I would find myself blacking out and waking up in a hospital. Somehow I lived. My dose wasn't high enough and people came to my rescue. I know of people who didn't make it. I do not think less of anyone who's committed suicide, but I implore you to hold on if you are considering it because you are very important. You are part of humanity and you are no less or more than all of these other humans out there, even if you are in agonizing mental pain. And now, there's a quote. Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of overcoming it. And that is by Helen Keller. I can say I have had some traumas growing up. I had people hurt me physically and emotionally. However, I can also say I've healed incredibly through the years, and I've learned to choose safe people as my friends and people I rely on. Most of all, I practice being a friend to myself, and this helps me to make healthy choices for myself. Recently, I lost a job and found out from a doctor I had chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia. I did experience depression from this news, and depression is never easy. However, I knew if it got bad enough, I would check myself into a hospital before trying to commit suicide. Suicide just isn't worth it. There is too much to live for, and the bad times for me have always been temporary. Although when I'm in the bad times, it's hard to see that.